I am the oldest sister of Molly Bish. Molly was abducted in 2000, and then nothing was ever the same.
Molly disappeared within minutes from her lifeguard post on June 27, 2000 at Commons Pond in Warren. Her remains were found 3 years later in a wooded area near Palmer.
Molly was kind and silly, empathetic and creative. She was a bright light, and she's a hole in our heart, you know. She was very loved. We've sort of dedicated our hurt and our pain to help others. My parents created the foundation probably within a couple weeks after Molly disappeared. Right after she was abducted, the police came to my family's house looking for a picture of Molly. It was difficult to find a photo with her, just a regular head and shoulders. We didn't know then that 1 in 6 children is recovered with a standard photo. We designed an ID kit, and it was the information of your child, and then it had a standard head and shoulder picture of your child. We put fingerprints in there. We've provided over 850,000 child ID kits across New England to families. We've advocated for legislation for protection of children and the elderly. Before Amber Alert was nationwide, my mom helped bring it to Massachusetts, and she was even on the phone with Ted Kennedy. Our DNA law is old, it's antiquated, it's very general. And one of the detectives that I highly respected said, Heather, one way to help us is to get this familial DNA in Massachusetts. I started researching it, sort of wrote my own bill, and it made it all the way to the Committee of Public Safety and Homeland Security, and we sort of ran out of time. So we are refiling in January, and I'm very, very hopeful. Probably the greatest win happened, I think it was 2016. There was a young girl that was abducted in Springfield. They did an Amber Alert right away, and she was recovered by a tool that my family had helped bring to Massachusetts and nationwide. I remember calling my mom that day, and I said, this is because of you. This is your phone call to Ted Kennedy. This is all those drives and all the, trips to the State House. I've been trying to find any way to keep Molly's story out there and relevant, not just for her case to be solved, but to talk about unresolved cases in general and to say that there are tools out there. We can use podcasts, for example. There's been so many cases that have been coming to a resolution now through just sharing information and sharing the story. And so that's one of my next adventures, is to sort of do my own investigative podcast on Molly's case. When something bad happens, you get this fire inside of you. You can either quell that fire different ways, or you can sort of take that fire in a direction and feed it, and feed it towards good. Something very bad happened to my sister and my family, and we have tried to spend every single day since that day doing something good to counteract that one bad thing.